Good morning and welcome to today's episode. Today we are at the TPR Events at Holkham Hall and we are doing the Untamed route on the 75 miles. So we have just arrived at Holkham this morning. It's nice and sunny. Loads of other people are arriving at the moment. So yeah, we're just going to get our bikes off the van and we're going to head over to the event village. I've arrived down at the event village now. Everyone's just getting registered, getting their numbers on the bikes and emergency contacts. We've been to see the lovely Kirsten. You would recognise her from some of my videos. So she's helping with the organisation today and we ride together a lot. Say hi! We've just got the talk at the moment, the rider talk, and then we are off.
We'll follow you then, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to go across the plains over there where last night we had herds of deer chasing cyclists. Wow, you could do.
We are off. Let's do this. We're just in the first bit and we're going through the Holkham estate. Look how pretty this is. It's been so good so far. And I cannot wait. We are hitting some road in a bit though. We are 8 miles into our ride now and the majority of it, literally 99.9%, has been gravel. There's been a few little paved fire tracks, but so far we've had so much of this. I know it's not all going to be like this. It's just awesome cycling around Holkham Estate. It was so pretty, and the gravel, some of the gravel is quite challenging and deep, so it's quite nice and technical in that way. But you can pick the grass route as well, so you can choose. But yeah, let's push on. We are 20 miles into this ride now. The first 7 to 9 miles were all gravel. It was amazing. We're now on some roads that are quite hilly in places, but it's quite a nice change as well. And then we've just been along another gravel track. But this is some of the roads. They're all back lane country roads. We've just arrived at the first feed station. Let's go and see what they've got to eat. Quite fancy some food. Hiya. Fruits? Oh, and their famous flapjack. Yum, yum, yum. Just had the yummiest pear ever, but I think I need something a bit more substantial, so I'm having one of their famous flapjacks. If you've ever done a TPR events, toured boards or anything, the flapjacks are what you want to be here for. We've set off now from the feed station and straight onto some trails. This is so good. I'm really loving these trails. I didn't even know half of these existed, and I'm from Norfolk, so this is really good. So we had a chit chat with Chris at the feed station who put a lot of those trails together, and he was just telling us a bit about what's about within Norfolk, and there's actually quite a lot more than what's on this event as well, so there's scope to expand it in the future, which is really exciting. But we were also chatting about the Suffolk event, which actually goes a lot around Dunwich and where the fires are, so it's a bit up in the air at the moment on the exact route for that, just due to the damage and what's going on there at the moment. So anyway, I better put 2 hands on the bars because I'm going down a hill in a forest. We've just entered Studdy, lovely little village in the Norfolk countryside. We are 40 miles into the ride now. We're just on another trail and it's really warm. We've just seen a puddle. I think it's from the farmer's field, and I was like, oh my gosh, water, water. It's like going through the desert. It's so warm. We're not too far from the feed station now though, just 6 miles, so it's very close compared to the first water stop. But I think we're going to grab and go. I really don't need any more food right now. I'm feeling quite full of flapjack. I had 2 pieces, so that will keep me going for quite a while. How are you, Tom?
Not too bad.
Enjoying it?
Yes, very nice route. Quiet roads when we're on the road. Lovely off-road trails.
Yeah, there's been some epic off-road trailing. Typical Norfolk traffic jam. Got to love Norfolk. I just hope it's not full of that slurry stuff and it drops some slurry. If so, might get Tom. Just going off-road now again on this cute little trail. Isn't it cute? We are at the second feed stop now, which is the main station for lunch. Let's have a look what there is. We have crisps, selection of sandwiches, a nice cookie, and of course teas and coffees, and a nice sit down. So yeah, right, I've got one of these. It's a very quick stop for us right now, and we're going to go off to the next one because I think that's only 11 miles away now for the next refill. So let's go. We are now 50 miles into this ride, and I can say we're not far off my maximum on a gravel bike. So I think the maximum I've done before is 57 and we're at 50. I don't feel too bad, my legs don't feel bad. I think what's getting to me right now is the heat. I think it's like 36 degrees it's saying. So we're both feeling it quite a bit. It feels quite a warm air as well, so the wind isn't actually cooling, it's just very warm. But hey ho. I've had quite a few of those rides this year. The New Forest, Stone Circle, they were all really warm rides too, so I'm kind of used to it, but it's still getting to me. Will I make this 79 miles by the end of today? I'm determined to, but I do think those final 30 miles that we've got are going to be hard and tough. So let's see how we get on. 59 miles into this ride now. We're on the longest I've been on a gravel bike, and I've gone through 4 litres of water. So I've finished my 2-litre hydration pack again after I filled it up earlier. So doing well on the hydration. I never used to drink this much when I was drinking out of bottles, so I'm really impressed with having a hydration pack like this, and particularly one that takes 2 litres. It's a good amount to try and get through, and it gives me an aim. So yeah, absolutely win-win for this hydration pack this summer, because it has been a hard summer. We have reached feed station 3, and it's just, I've had to take my helmet and everything off because I need a bit of break from the heat. But it's so cool in here. And let's have a look at the food. Got fruits, bars, and flapjack. We are setting off from the feed station now. I filled my cheeks with sugary sweets. And yeah, 20 miles to go. We are on a century now. We've just hit 62 miles, so 100k. This is definitely my longest gravel I've ever done, and we're currently going on quite a tough off-road bit. There's some really narrow tracks, so we're having to pick our lanes wisely. So yeah, sorry, I'm watching where I'm going so that I don't crash. We've just reached a ford. Here it is. Two choices. Miss it? Go through it. We're going through it.
Oh my word!
That was deeper than I expected. My whole feet went in it. I think half my tyre went in it. That was really a lot deeper. So much fun. I didn't fall in. Yes. 2.4 miles of field tracks. Just going and going. In this heat, it was like going through the desert. And I've just seen a road ahead and a car go past. And I'm so happy to see civilization. I can see some houses as well. It's very much out the way in the middle of nowhere, some of these paths. So brilliant, don't get me wrong, absolutely amazing. But this isn't an easy route. Of course it's not, because it's the longest. But we are doing it, we are getting it done, and we're nearly there. About 10 miles to go. We've had an ad hoc break just for a little stretch off and a breather, because we've got 10 miles now to go, and yeah, Tom's hips feeling really tight. I must say it's quite nice to actually move my arms and shoulders, have a little bit of a stretch. But yeah, just before we do the last 10 miles. These miles are dragging, so we're resorting to some 90s classic music. Not classical as in the classical variety, classical as in classics to sing along to. The human jukebox, aka Tom. Things you do on a ride, hey, to get you through the dark times. Oh, thinks car back now. We're now going along what I believe is the outer part of Holkham Hall estate. We're just skimming the perimeter at the moment until we get into the service road, I think, that takes us into the estate. We've only got 4 miles now to go, but these 4 miles seem tough. The views aren't too bad though. The smell isn't so nice. There's lots of pigs over there. We're back within the Holkham estate and it's luscious. However, my Garmin still says I've got 2.4 miles to go, so still got a long way. It's a big estate though, and they've probably got us going around the houses. My Garmin also says that I've got one more climb. I don't know where that is, but I'm not looking forward to it. I'm cooked, literally, I'm toast, but nearly there, not far. I am going to do this. I am determined. There's just so many deer, look, there's some over there, and there's loads over there. They've just gone running over. Sorry, we've now gone the wrong way. I was too busy looking at the deer. We've just realised that we are literally have 10 to 12 minutes now until the overall cut-off time of the end finish line. We've been too busy singing, dancing and all that jazz. This is one brutal course, but we now need to ride like our life depends on it to see if we can get it within the cut-off time. Watch this space. So we got a bit lost in Holkham. This sat-nav didn't go the right way, so I don't know which way we're meant to go around, but I've just cut across now and I'm coming through the finish line backwards, I think. I've lost Tom because Tom's gone a different way. I just know my way around Holkham, so I found my own way. Anyway, here we are. Here is the finish. Shoot. And best of all, 5:54, and I've made it. Here goes. Woohoo! 75-mile Untamed done. Now that is brutal, but I did it. And with 6 minutes to spare, only 6 minutes. I lost Tom at the end as well. I went off-roading through the woods and Tom went a long way round somewhere and I lost him. I couldn't see him, so I just kept going. Where did you go, Tom?
I followed the route.
No, he didn't. The route changed. He didn't follow the route. It was the wrong route you followed. Anyway.
We got here in time.
I'm toast. Literally. That was good though. I highly recommend this as a challenge event for anybody wanting to do some off-roading. So anybody wanting to do a bit of everything. Now obviously I didn't do the 50 miles, 75, but the 75 miles definitely is brutal, and to do it within the time span as well. It's a challenge. I've just realised that my ride is on 79.3, so I'm just going to do some circles to make it up to 80.